Hello, my name is Farhan, I'm the botanical pharmacist, and welcome back to the next forage and make video. And today I'm going to show you how to make relaxing lime blossom bath soak, or it can be a foot soak, whichever one you prefer. So lime at the moment, also called linden, is in full bloom. It's the peak season now, so mid-June, coming up to midsummer, and there are loads of them around where I live. I live in London, so I'm in my garden at the moment. You might hear some noises in the background. It's an urban garden, so we're all very friendly with the neighbours. So this, I've brought some a bit from the tree that's in my local park. I have got some in my garden as well, but actually it's in my neighbour's garden, and I can't quite reach the blossom. But anyway, there's some lovely low-hanging blossoms in the park that I picked earlier today, and you can see them. So the leaves are heart-shaped and they're quite glossy, and the blossom, the flowers, smell, you can't smell it here, but they smell delicious. They smell almost like honey, and I know in some countries linden honey or lime blossom honey is quite sought after, and it does. I mean, it's like honey, nectar, absolutely delicious. So really lovely smell. So I urge you to go out there and have a look. So I'm going to make a bath soak. So it's a relaxing one because one of the properties of lime blossom is it supports the nervous system. So a lot of herbalists traditionally have used this for anxiety. They've used it for other nervous conditions such as headaches, migraine. They've used it for reducing blood pressure, and it's a cardiotonic. So it has lots of traditional uses that herbalists use. So if you want to think about using that, consult a medical herbalist first. But we're just making a bath soak at the moment, so this is perfect for getting some of the benefits without taking it internally. So you've got those there. So you can use them either dried or fresh. I'm going to use fresh. It might be worth picking some and leaving them out to dry and then putting them in a jar, and then you can use those later on in the year. Either as a refreshing tea, so if you just put a few blossom in a teacup, then that's fine. It's a very nice refreshing drink. So what I'm going to do is get a muslin cloth here, and the reason I'm doing that rather than using that straight into the bath is because you don't want to clog up your bath, and you don't want it to clog up your drains either. So take a handful of the leaves and the flowers, actually not the leaves, these are bracts actually, so if you can see they've got almost like a sail thing here. So you can use both and just put them in your muslin cloth there. What I'm also going to do is add some rose petals. That's optional. Again, freshly foraged from the park. Rose is also very relaxing, so they really complement each other. But as I said, it's optional, and this can also be added in tea. So this combination is great as a bath soak or as a tea to take internally. Now the other thing I'm going to add is some Epsom salts. I've mixed it with a bit of Himalayan salts. Epsom salt is really rich in magnesium, and magnesium is very good for muscles. So actually, if you're finding that you're quite tense, maybe you've been exercising and you just want that relaxing feeling at the end of the day, or if you've just been stressed, Epsom salts are really good for that. So they're very good muscle relaxants. So again, the muscle relaxant plus these herbs that support the nervous system to help calm is a really good combination. So there's about 100 grams of the Epsom salts. I'd say the flowers, there's probably about 15 to 20 grams of that. I mean, I just take a handful. You can experiment with that. It's not really precise. So I've poured all that in here, and you then, I don't know whether you can see that there, it looks beautiful. It's a shame it will all be inside a bag, but I think just the the act of picking them and making them really helps you connect with nature, and actually you can then enjoy the benefits. So continue that connection with nature in the bath. So let's get this all together like so. You can actually use, in fact I've got an example here, muslin bags. So you can use those as well, but I've got quite a big quantity here, so I thought I'd use the cloth to make it easier. So I've got the bit of twine here, and I'm going to tie this together. And this is also great actually for all the family. So I know as I said, it's been traditionally used in a lot of countries, particularly in Europe, in Germany, and they've used that in the old days folklore to bathe toddlers in, because obviously toddlers are a bit hyper, you want them to go to bed, so it's a really good bath soak for toddlers also. So you've got this here now. It smells lovely, so I will be enjoying that later on today. So as I said, you can either use it in a bath, or because it's hot at the moment, in the summer, you may decide actually you just use it as a foot bath, which you'll still get all the benefits from that. You'll get the aroma, but also you'll get the magnesium from the Epsom salts getting absorbed into the circulation and help with the muscles as well. So that is the bath soak there. Now the other thing you can use lime blossom for is you can use it as a skin toner. So I'm just going to briefly talk about some of the other uses. So tea I mentioned, you can use the blossom plus some rose petals. You can also mix and match it with some of your favourite herbs as well, your nighttime herbs. But you can also have it as a tonic. Sorry, a face toner. And what a toner does is obviously it removes the cleanser, so it sort of gives you a fresh face, but also closes the pores, and it rebalances the pH of the skin. So very, very good for you. Again, you can use the lime leaves on their own. I again probably use just a handful like that. Cover it with about 75 ml of water, and I sometimes add in 1 drop of rose oil, essential oil. In fact, with this one you can, if you wanted more of the rose aroma, you can add 5 drops of rose essential oil in there as well. So you can mix and match. So that is how to make your delicious seasonal connecting with nature lime blossom relaxing bath soak. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I shall see you at the next one.